Alright, welcome back everyone. So, I had a little bit of extra time today since it's Thanksgiving. I figured I would spend my extra time doing a little bit of work to all of my projects. And I figured I would start with the '09 Crown Vic here, the GTA 6 project car. And I figured I would start with the engine bay. So, I put about an hour into it with this stuff here, just to spray and paper towels. And I was just kind of cleaning the outside of the engine bay, so like around the brake booster there. I didn't do the fender well over here yet. I did the washer reservoir. I gotta pull that cap off it. I did this. Now it doesn't look like I cleaned it, but it's just like stained. I'm gonna try and hit it again with that stuff and maybe something else, like maybe a Brillo pad or something. Try and get that off. But I didn't get all of it done, and I'll go over that in a second on why. But that stuff works pretty well. Again, I just kind of cleaned the outside of the engine bay, because when I was going to move into the center where the engine is, I hit my first few roadblocks. So first off, it is incredibly hard to see in here. It is super dark. There are no lights. So I got to buy me some sort of like light that I could stick to the hood so I could see down in here. So that's issue number one. Number two is, I don't know if you could see, I'll put the camera in closer here. There's a lot of dried grass in here. And I kind of don't want to start working on this with all that in there. So I got to buy something like a blowgun or a leaf blower to blow all that junk out, so that way I could work in there. And also I need to do that because if I'm cleaning in there, I'm going to be taking all this off. So I'm going to be taking this off, taking the alternator off, this stuff off. I'm going to be taking all that stuff off to clean it. And since it's already going to be off while I'm cleaning it, I'm going to be doing some stuff while I'm at it. So I'm going to be doing the spark plugs, coil packs, injectors. I'm going to do the alternator. I'm going to paint the bracket there. I'm going to replace the belt. And pretty much anything that I have parts for that I could replace, I'm going to replace. So I have a lot of new parts, or newer parts I should say, left over from the '05 Crown Vic, the SCP car. So I figured I would do something with that. Now, one part I do have to order since I don't have it is the EGR valve here. It's throwing a code for it, so I figured I would order it. I'm debating on taking the valve covers off yet to paint them, since I have a set kind of already from the other Vic. I gotta pull the other one off. I might paint them, I might put them on here, I might not. It's in the air. Something else I gotta order tonight, or whenever I do the parts, is I gotta order wire loom. So as you can see here, it is just deteriorating. And when I say deteriorating, it just crunches. So, and it's like that all throughout the front here. So tonight or whenever, I'm gonna order more wire loom. Now, the dilemma with that is, do I go with black like it was? Do I do some standout color like blue or green or red, like a Fast and Furious car would have? Or do I go out there and do like the rainbow, right? Do a little bit of everything in all different colors. Since GTA 6, and I feel like that's going to be a very rainbowy game. One other thing I have to order, we'll go back here, is I'm going to order new air filter and all the caps. Reason being is I tried cleaning up a lot of these, and like this one for example, just does not come clean. So I figured instead of wasting more time on them, I would just order new ones. And then this piece here, I'm going to take it home. I'm going to try and wash it at home. But yeah, so that's about all I did for the '09 Vic. Now let's move on to another project. Alright, so now we're over with the F350 in the storage lot, and what I'm doing currently is I am trying to see how good does the heater work, since I was having issues with the blower for the air conditioner. So the issue I was having with the air conditioner is I would turn it on, and it would just periodically come on and go out, come on and go out. Now, I don't know if that's a blower, if that is the transistor, or if it has something to do with the AC itself, like the, I don't know what you would call it. But as of right now, I feel like it just has something to do with the AC, because it's acting perfectly fine, and it's actually getting warmer in here than in the red car over there, which that car is my daily at the moment. So yeah, we'll have to go and see why that is in a moment. But yeah, I'm just going to sit in here for a couple minutes, kind of see how warm it gets. Yeah. So I figured while the F350 was, warming up, I would head in the back and kind of clean up a little bit. Now, I know I didn't make a whole lot of progress, but I mean, every little bit counts, and I need to make progress somewhere. Alright, so back inside the truck now after doing a little bit of work outside, and it's very warm in here. Now of course I have all the settings full blast, and I don't have a thermometer in here to tell you what the temperature is, but it's significantly different in here than it is outside, so it works for me. Now one other thing I want to go over, since while I'm here, you might have saw me put that CD organizer over there. Well, I want to go over this little like visor thingy here. So I use this in all the cars I currently have, except for the 09 Crown Vic and my work truck. So I'm putting this in all of my cars for the fact that if I ever happen to get pulled over again, I don't want to be reaching over there or in here for paperwork and making the officer think I'm reaching for something that might cause harm or whatever. So to kind of get rid of that issue, I'm not putting my documents up top, so I'm not reaching down there. Now, I mean, not to say you can't put like a knife or something up here, but there ain't no way I'm putting a gun up here. I mean, maybe. I doubt it though. Yeah, just thought I would share that real quick. I mean, it's just something I started doing. Maybe others might want to do it. Alright, so going over the back here, like I said, I didn't make much of a dent, but I mean, progress is progress. Every little bit counts. The only way of truly getting this thing fully cleaned out is if one night, day, whatever, I drive this over to my apartment and empty the whole thing out and start filling this thing up again from scratch and just starting out fresh. Also, in that short little bit of time, I had managed to, I guess, figure out how to lock these side doors without having to use the locks on the handles. It's not how I pictured it going, but I mean, if it works, right? Alright, so what I'm doing next is I'm checking the 2008 Ford Crown Victoria to see if the brake light switch was pulled. I'm gonna contort myself here. It's the brake pedal, the brake light switch, or whatever it was, which it looks like it is. So, transmission might be saved on this car. I'm not sure yet, but that would probably help out a lot if I got a switch to plug in there quick. Alright, so the final thing on the to-do list for today was added this morning when I went to drive out and do all my errands. Looking into the coolant reservoir, I can see that the coolant is rather low, so I'm going to top it off and see if that makes my heat come back. It should, but that's just putting a band-aid on the issue, because obviously coolant just doesn't disappear. It had to have gone somewhere. Where it went, I don't know. I mean, the oil cap looked fine. Worst comes to worst, and the head gasket's bad and the engine blows, it's under warranty, believe it or not. So I mean, it's covered and I won't have to pay for it or fix it myself. The warranty mechanic, I guess, would have to deal with it.
was wearing your uniform, but with this grotesque pig mask, and he just walked out with the money.
So let me get this straight. A pig in a cop suit robbed you.